Hello, this is Erin with the Joy in Pens and Paper, and I have my third and final pen purchase for Fountain Pen Day. Now, just as a reminder, I saved for an entire year for Fountain Pen Day. Each pay period, for 26 pay periods, I put money aside so that when Fountain Pen Day came around, I could capture some good deals and get a few pens. I also had kind of a restricted spending budget in total this year relative to pens and inks. I had some pens and inks that were gifted to me, but what I actually purchased out of my own pocket or purchases that I initiated were definitely exceptionally less this year compared to last year and the few years before that. So, on Fountain Pen Day, I ordered through Stilo and Steel, and that is a company based out of Italy. And they last year had a couple of exclusive Leonardo pens for Fountain Pen Day, so I knew that I wanted to really make efforts to get their exclusive pen. My Fountain Pen Day #2 video, which was released before this one, has the limited edition fountain pen that I purchased, and that is the Desiderio. Right? I think that's how it's pronounced. Yeah. Desiderio. And so this is a Radius Settimo Desiderio. Now, I have been eyeing this next pen since I saw a fellow YouTuber, Karina Loves to Plan, unbox this, and it just was such a beautiful pen. When I previously went to get it, it thankfully was out of stock, and I'm glad it was out of stock because I really wanted to be able to wait and capitalize on the 10% off that was given for Fountain Pen Day. So without further ado, here is the Radius Settimo Marmo Bianco. So again, I saw Karina Loves to Plan when she unboxed this pen. It to me looks like coffee beans, and I know that it's not coffee beans, but just the milkiness with the lines of browns, like specifically right there, that to me looks like a coffee bean or like a croissant. But I don't know, there's something just so beautiful about this pen. And I actually it comes with this little charm here. I'm just going to take that off. Actually was watching one of Karina's recent videos after I placed this order and saw this pen and paused it and showed my husband and said, look, that's the pen I'm getting. And he just kept commenting on how beautiful it was. And even seeing it in person, he commented that was his favorite out of the 3 that I got. So just really quickly, I'm going to put the 3 together. So I already mentioned the Radius Settimo Marmo Bianco, the Radius Settimo Desiderio, and the Leonardo Momento Zero in Jade. So these are my 3 new beauties. They're just so perfect. I love them all. Just going to move a couple of things aside and bring over this tray so I can put these 3 next to each other. So because these are both Settimos, they're the same size. It's just one has the rhodium plating and one has the gold plating. And then the Leonardo Momento Zero, slightly shorter, but all 3 of these have interchangeable nib units, which I will talk about in a moment. Here is the Marmo Bianco next to an Esterbrook Esty. Here's a Lamy 2000 and a Waterman Karen. A Kaweco Sport and a Sailor Pro Gear Slim. And a Twisby and a Pilot Settimo Vanishing Point. All right, moving that aside, let's open this up. It will take just about one turn, which is awesome. Awesome. I did mention in the unboxing of the Settimo Desiderio, this edging is a little blunt, which I found to be a little surprising. It's not anything super harsh, it's just a little blunt. The grip section is a little on the shorter side, but it works for my hand, and it has this little up lip right here. It can be posted. For me, that would be a little too long, but if I needed to post it, I can absolutely post it. And then the nib says Radius Superior 1934, and this is a fine nib. I got an extra fine in the Desiderio, so I got a fine nib for this pen. Now I'm going to grab, let's do distressed leather. And I'm going to do just a quick dip test, because then I'm going to swap this nib out for the custom nib that I got. And we're going to do a writing sample for that. So this is the Radius Settimo Marmo Bianco. And this has a fine steel nib. This was purchased through Stilo and Steel on Fountain Pen Day 2024. And that's a nice wet writer for a fine. Let me just do a rinse of that. And the custom nib, I have it out and ready. So the custom nib that I got was by G. Salarino, and the grind is a mini cursive smooth italic. And so this is the custom nib right here. And to swap it out, the other thing I'll point out is this converter twists in, which I love that. So both of the Settimos and the Leonardo Momento Zero have converters that twist in. So to remove this, and this nib comes with QR code with directions on how to swap this out. So I watched the video, but I'm just going to hold this nib unit between my thumb and my pointer finger and gently unscrew it. And then I'm going to install this nib unit. Now I am encouraging myself to be flexible and be okay with the fact that this is steel and silver, and the accents on this pen are gold. But okay, let me just go ahead and do a small fill, a little baby fill. I really just want the tiniest little bit. So that's the fill that I'm doing. It is getting close to the end of November and therefore time for a December inking. So I don't want to have a bunch of ink getting wasted. Okay, so again, this is the mini So this is a Radius Settimo Marmo Bianco with a mini cursive smooth italic. Purchased at Stilo and Steel on Fountain Pen Day. And so with this being a mini cursive smooth italic, you have thicker downstrokes than cross strokes. And this is I want to say it's a medium, yes. So there's an M right here. So this is a medium nib that was ground into the mini cursive smooth italic. And so you can see the difference certainly between a fine and a medium, but in the writing, for example, on this T, you can definitely see the thin cross stroke and the thicker downstroke. So I am very, very, very excited to have a cursive smooth italic nib in my collection. If you have watched other videos of mine, especially for those of you that watch most, if not all of my videos, you know that this is a nib grind that I have been hoping to get for some time now. So I'm very, very excited. I am going to wrap up this nib. I'm going to place it in the vial for safekeeping. There we go. All right. So thank you for watching. I appreciate the time that you have spent with me today. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.